how are we? Happy Wednesday. So I've already ended last week's vlog, still the same day. I started vlogging earlier and I just felt like I was babbling and none of it made sense, so that might be in a different video. But I am getting ready to make an afternoon juice. I don't always make a juice in the afternoon, but sometimes I'm feeling it, and this has been like my in-between meal snack if I'm hungry. Bear. I'm not super starving, but I am kind of thirsty and I have some stuff that I wanted to use up, so I thought I'd make juice. I kind of talked to you guys about juicing and getting into juicing and everything that comes along with that. So I am putting beets, orange, carrot, ginger, and I'm actually putting some fresh turmeric in here. This isn't like a necessity. A lot of times I will just use dried turmeric because I have so much of it. But when I was at the farmer's market the other day, the guy that runs the one stand that I really like, I was buying different quantities of stuff and talking about the amount that I buy, and he threw in a slice of the fresh turmeric root, and he also showed me the like turmeric root tree kind of thing, and that thing's flipping huge, so I didn't realize that at all. But I found it kind of fascinating. So I will say, if you are getting into juicing, kind of know where your like preferences are as far as like sweetness tastes go. I have done many a juice cleanse in my 28 years of life, not that many, but a few. And I did the pressed juicery juice cleanse, you know, years ago when juice cleanses were all the rage. I'm not a juice cleanse kind of gal now, but I did do them, and I remember I wasn't quite up to par on the beets yet, and I still don't like I don't consume a lot of beets on the regular. I think that's probably because I didn't really grow up eating a lot of beets, so that's just not like a natural thing to gravitate towards for me. But I do use them in juice now, and I feel like my tolerance has built up to them. But if you are new to using beets, they can be very earthy in juices, so I would suggest going lighter and building up. This combo, I might actually throw an extra orange in there. I've got like a medium-sized beet and 2 small beets because I'm just kind of trying to use up what's been chilling in the bottom of our crisper. I have a drawer that has a lot of stuff in it that ends up primarily being used for juice, like celery and beets and things of that nature. And then I do have some carrots. So this was in, I think, one of Madeline Shaw's recipe books. I decided to kind of make a few more juices for a week, and this is one of the ones that I tried, but I think there's a different take on it. I don't think there were beets in hers originally. I'm chopping up some very thick carrots right now. But here's the thing, taste test it. I always like to kind of try, for the most part, I know what I like now, so it's not like a major thing for me. But I also, you know, if you're new to juicing and you aren't sure what your taste preferences are, I would always recommend, you know, juicing what you think you're gonna like, and then pouring some of this into a cup and testing it. And if it's not sweet enough, maybe, like for instance in this juice, if it's not sweet enough, I might add some more orange. If it's too sweet, I might add some more carrot. It just kind of depends on what your taste preferences are, and you kind of just have to figure that out as you go about your little juicing life. So I will say one of my fave books, actually I got from her, FullyRawVegan. She's a YouTube channel, Instagram. It's so many juices and smoothies in here, and she does a really good job at kind of telling you the combinations for everything. So if you're looking to get into juicing, you don't really know, or you're looking for more like fully raw stuff, this is definitely one I would recommend, because it's definitely very whole foods based. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. Actually, I'm gonna step away really quick, grab another orange, and I'll be right back, and I'll kind of talk you through how I'm making this juice. Okay, so this was 3 carrots that I kind of chopped up. They're really thick, they're not as long. Apologies for the dog. And then 3 oranges, 3 beets, a knob of ginger, and some turmeric. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and juice all of this, and then once I see how it tastes, I'll decide if I want to add anything more. So I have the Breville juice fountain, and hold on just I've had this guy for years. I've chipped this little bit back here, so you just have to make sure it's really like in place. Like I always have to double check it before I start juicing, because otherwise you'll feel stuff kind of coming out of this little area if it's not completely lined up. I like it, it juices well. I would love to see how it stacks up to other juicers, because I do feel like I have a lot of stuff that ends up in here. And there are sometimes where I feel like there's maybe not a lot of juice that comes out of certain greens, but I haven't had much experience with other juicers to know. So like most juicers, the cleaning part is the most annoying bit of this. But this is going to be kind of like today's afternoon snack, and I figured I'd share it with you guys. So I'm not really like, I peeled these guys to get the edges off of them, and like I'll rinse the carrots and stuff, but I'm not gonna be super picky. I just got some of the like rough bits off of everything, and I'm just gonna run it all through the juicer, and we will see how it tastes. We have juice. I tried a little bit before I poured it in, and I like it. It's probably not everybody's taste preference by any means, but I enjoy it. I will say that I don't tend to drink the foam for juices like that. I just feel like once I get to the foamy bits, I don't really enjoy it. So like you can still see in the bottom of this guy that there's like maybe, yeah, like that many ounces of foam left. So there's a chunk of foam, and this is a pain in the rear end to clean. So I'll definitely be dealing with that in a minute. I'll set that to the side for now, but I have my juice. Woohoo! Whatever last bit just came out that I had was very turmeric-y. But it probably could be a little bit sweeter. It's not, but I enjoy it. So yeah, afternoon juice for you guys. I'll put it down, a link or what I put in it in the description box below, but I will warn you, it's probably a little more earthy. I would probably take one of the beets out if I were making it again, or maybe add some more orange. Personal preferences. Good morning on Thursday, guys. So I've made the official decision, hi bear, to stay in Florida and not go to Birmingham, which is nice. I love traveling, but I also really needed some like mental headspace time. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna hang out at home with this guy. We aren't traveling, which I don't know how he'll feel, but you know, here we are. But I came into the bathroom because I wanted to talk about a new fake tan that I tried. So I have mentioned that I was almost out of my Saint-Tropez Purity, and I wanted to snag a new bottle of something to try. I've obviously been moving into a more non-toxic place, so the one that I've seen recommended like the most often that kind of fits that category is the Vita Liberata one. So I snagged this guy. You can see that I've used it already, and so far I mostly like it. I didn't use the normal mitt that I would tan with last night, so that might be part of my like challenge with it. But I think overall I really enjoyed the way the color is. I just need to fix a couple of sections, just a few smidge of sections where I'm a bit streaky, because I didn't use my normal mitt last night, and it's just a new tan, so kind of adjusting. But it's been a while since I've used a tan that has like, I'm so used to using the Purity tan that doesn't have the color like that gives you a line so you know where you've tanned. So it's just an adjustment for me, but I really like it so far. There's definitely a little bit on my bed, and that could be all me. but we will keep testing and letting you know. But I did want to let you know that I was going to try out a new one, and that's the one I currently have on, and I'm actually really liking it. I also grabbed the body blur, or like the face one, but because I put my, grab this guy, yeah, beauty blur, so it's like the face one. I got them both in medium, but because I put the like purity spray on my face last night, I don't feel like that showed up a ton this morning. I did throw on some of the by Terry my serum today instead of like foundation, which is what I've been wearing the last few days. So I have that on, and then I have on like concealer and everything else, but I don't have any foundation on my face. So I think the by Terry one does a little bit better in flexing more with like different skin tones, but I'll have to try the beauty blur when I don't already have like some kind of a tan going on my face. So yeah, that is my Thursday update. What you doing, love bug? There's somebody outside that he needs to talk to. Hi. I need to clean the window from your nose. So that's my Thursday update. Oh, I made cookies last night. I will put the recipe for these cookies down below. I will show you them later too when I like go to the kitchen. But it's like the house cookie recipe. We make it all the time. It's like my favorite cookie recipe. I think I just heard people making cookies and saw it too much yesterday, and I just wanted to make some cookies. So I made them last night, and you normally use like Earth Balance in them. It's the Oshikolo's crispy peanut butter cookie recipe. You normally use Earth Balance in them, but I don't have Earth Balance, so I use the Mykonos Culture Vegan Butter is what we have right now. And I don't know if that like changed it, but I ended up having bigger scoops, and then I just kind of flattened them out, and they turned out to be these big, like perfect cookies. I am so impressed with them. I was so excited about that. It's a small joy, but I definitely think that like it's one of those recipes, obviously depending on how much you scoop, you can change the different size of your cookies, and I just ended up doing bigger scoops last night and then kind of flattening them out. And I need to just make sure I do the exact same thing next time, because I really like them. They're very good. And I'm gonna have to hide them from my family, because when they come home they will disappear like that. So yeah, that is my update for Thursday. I was gonna go to the gym this morning, and my legs are still really sore from Monday. So I always know that when like I transition into doing a weight workout, like lifting weights again, that there's always that period that's like it's the first workout. After that I'm fine. Like I did arms last week and maybe a few weeks before that, and I did arms this week and I'm good. Like they haven't been dead, they haven't been super sore, but because I haven't done like weighted leg workouts in a while, doing weights on Monday, my legs are taking some extra time to recover. So I was going to go to the gym today because it should be leg day again. However, my legs are still kind of sore, so I'm opting. I think I'm going to do some yoga and some foam rolling at home and just kind of enjoy the life at home. And then tomorrow I'll go back to the gym and do arms and abs, that little combo. So I think that's going to be like my new game plan for weights. I'm giving myself the opportunity. I definitely will probably try to gravitate more towards like cycle syncing my workouts with like woman code stuff once I have more of an idea of what's going on with my hormones. But for right now, I'm just kind of listening to my body and my dog. So yeah, I am taking a bit of a social media break for the day and just gonna try to enjoy the headspace that is like home, and like, you know, maybe reading and just kind of taking a day off from all of that. And yeah, I'm very excited about that. I think it's gonna be good. I'm gonna try to avoid like all things worky bits, I guess, in some degree, if that makes sense. And not necessarily avoid it, but just to really give myself that headspace. So if I get a text, I'll answer it, but for the most part I'm gonna try to stick with like books or like movies or yeah, Netflix. Try to stay away from YouTube, things like that, just to really like take a full-on like actual day off. I think it'll be good for my headspace, and then we'll jump back in real hard tomorrow. So yeah, that is my update for today. I hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are on this lovely Thursday. It looks like it's kind of sunshiny today. I'm enjoying the highlighter that I wore today, and I curled my hair. I filmed an empties video for you guys, so we're gonna be productive and just kind of have a mini vacay at home today while we have no people here. I'm very excited about it. It's gonna be good. There, how do you feel? Are you excited about it? You're just excited because I'm talking to you right now. Hi, handsome. What are you doing? Are you patiently waiting for neighborhood dogs? Okay, well maybe you'll find one soon. Hola on Friday. This is a quick weekly vlog check-in. So I've spent the day being particularly lazy. Well, kind of lazy. I had planned on kind of going out, working out, and doing all those things today, and then it ended up being one of those days where I still have the house to myself, and if I'm honest, for like my mental health, I just didn't want to break my little like house bubble, so I didn't leave, which has been really, really great, kind of prioritizing my mental health over everything else. I realized I hadn't spent as much time kind of making that effort lately, so obviously I can go work out tomorrow, I can go do all these other things, but I really just wanted to give myself that time to just kind of be. So I have tried to limit my social media for the past 48 hours. I've done a little bit of work and done like little odds and ends like cleaning mirrors and windows today and just random stuff, but the stuff that I normally feel like I'm constantly having to do, having to give of myself, in that way I've tried to kind of give back. So instead of having to take care of everybody else, trying to take care of myself for the last couple of days. So it's been great. I don't think I realized how much I needed it, and kind of checking in with myself today of just having that like alone time and not really breaking my like little at-home bubble has been good. So that is where I'm at today. There's nothing fun and exciting happening. I think I'm gonna go get my nails did tomorrow. We're about 2 weeks into this set of gel, and it might be time for a pedicure as well. But that is pretty much my update. I've started taking my probiotics. I think I mentioned that already. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Because I've been like toying with intermittent fasting, I'm trying to figure out where they'll kind of fit into my routine. And I think that because you're really supposed to take them before you eat, ideally. So I've kind of put them over here on my bedside. They're that green bottle down there, and made it a point to kind of make them a part of my nighttime routine. So hopefully that'll be something that sticks. But for the most part, it's just been me and my Kindle, my pup, for the last 2 days. And yeah, I have been using, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, I tried the Vita Liberata tan. I'm still testing that out. I love the color. I think the color looks great. It definitely has transferred some on things, but I'm kind of trying to figure out how it works for me. There are little things that I've noticed about it that have been a struggle. I've used it, and if it's like, you know, within the first 15-20 minutes after I've like applied it and then I wash my face, if there's like water running down, like there's kind of a streak on one of my arms where it's kind of run a little bit. So I think it's just going to be a test of figuring out what it like, how it works for me, but I really like it. And I also have been enjoying the Beauty Blur. I put that on my face today along with concealer, eyebrows, and mascara, but that was about it. I have this spot that I accidentally picked earlier. But yeah, it's been a rather chill day at home of just kind of hanging out. I have a cup of tea. I might need a new cup of tea in a minute, and a book. And I have officially lit my pumpkin candle, but oh, that was what I wanted to show you guys. So I know that I've been talking a lot about joining the Non-Toxic Beauty Club, and I'm still joining the Non-Toxic Beauty Club. Oh, let me adjust you really quickly. But with that being said, so palette wise these days, I have my Jaclyn Morphe palette, which I dropped in this like color at the bottom is kind of broken up. I did like a makeup clean out a couple of months ago. So as far as non-toxic products go, my focus is really like my face, like my skin. I will gradually move into other things as I find them and like them, but I'm probably going to be incredibly slow about doing that with eye palettes, and I just kind of decided that that's fine. So I still have this Smashbox one that has these guys in it, which is perfect for travel. Like I have a wedding, well, I was gonna say, we're falling next month, which will be this month tomorrow, but this is great for like events because it's just got the basics of basics. It's super perfect for traveling if you just need a little bit of stuff. So I love this Smashbox palette. This is the golden hour one. I still have my Huda palette because I really wanted one of these last year, and this has a lot of fun colors in it. Very pretty. Very similar to, I feel like, something else that I have. And obviously my Narscissit Wanted palette. I still love this palette, and this one is also a great travel palette. And then the Narscissit Loaded palette. Uno momento, por favor. The disaster, and my drawer just broke. Like straight up broke. So hopefully that'll still slide back in. Okay, as long as nothing else broke, we'll be okay. Let's hope not. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have a mini heart attack really quick. So yeah, I definitely just busted the mess out of this drawer though. So, okay. Anyways, Narscissit Loaded palette. This is like, hey. Shh. Okay, you're okay. I bought this palette. I don't reach for this one as much. Okay, stop. Stop. But it definitely has some good basic colors in it. I just don't reach for this one. Stop. Go. Go. Okay, sorry guys. So, the Narscissit Loaded palette, which gets really dirty very easily. I don't reach this palette as much as I used to. The colors in it are really great. They're fairly neutral. They're great kind of fill in the gap colors, but I don't reach for that one as much anymore. And then I still have my Naked Heat palette, which I definitely probably could use more and haven't touched as much as I really need to. Let's see if it'll, sorry guys, I'm trying to cover up the mirror. Like I said, I feel like there were a lot of palettes that were very similar in this color scheme. So I know that, and so I try to be mindful of not buying anything with that. That's part of why I picked up the Jaclyn Hill palette, because there were certain like pops of color in my mind that I wanted that I didn't have, and they were in the Jaclyn Hill palette. And of course I still have the Anastasia palette. I really like this one, but in my mind I really wanted something that was kind of tealy, that was like next on the list, and I got that when I picked up the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I was kind of set in palettes and wasn't really thinking I wanted anything new, and then I saw this one, and I don't have anything with these colors in it, and so I snagged the Norvina palette. And like I said before, I am definitely, like, I'm making the non-toxic switch for a lot of things, but I'm not in a rush to do it as far as eyeshadow goes. Let me be real about that. I will get there, but I like my eyeshadows to work and to be colorful, and this one is just so pretty. Look at these purples. So I swatched all of them earlier today on my arm, and I am definitely going to be playing with that tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. I know that, like, I mean, obviously it's an eyeshadow palette, but we know how much I loved my Soft Glam palette from Anastasia, so I'm really excited to kind of play with that one, because if it's anything like Soft Glam and the way that just the formulas blend so well, it's just so pretty. I'm really excited about that. And I know that Jaclyn Hill just came out with like her Vault palette, but like, guys, this one's still one of my faves. It's just got a lot of the bright colors in it, but not a lot of the purples. So personally, I think I'll probably be set on palettes for a while. I think we're kind of in a good place now, but I did want to share that with you guys because I picked it up and I literally got it today. Obviously I'm wearing like minimal makeup. This is Beauty Blur, in case anybody was wondering. I know that Victoria from In the Fro has mentioned this quite a bit, and I actually really like it. I feel like it's a good kind of alternative to this guy, maybe we'll see. But I enjoyed wearing like pretty much just this today with my concealer. But so far so good as far as that goes. I will test it out on my eyeballs tomorrow and show you. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to my book and my tea and find out where my pup went. But that is my Friday. It's been very chill. I cleaned mirrors and windows and hung out at home with my dog. So nothing crazy exciting to show you. I may or may not go to the gym tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta run some errands. It's gonna be a good Saturday. So I will check back in with you tomorrow for the next part of this week's vlog.